Technology can be a powerful tool for people across the world. Basically, technology can be seen as application of information for development of devices that can be used. As we live in technology worldwide, today's technology is now a very integral part of the day-to life for each of us. For example, it assists to build a strong relationship and help in communication among people of the world, which is people can communicate to each other anytime and anywhere. In the new era of learning, technology took part in the fundamentals of process of teaching and learning. There are many online tools that have been introduced, such as Google Meet, Google Team, Zoom Meeting, WebEx, and another else for purpose of encourage collaboration, facilitate communication, and to share new ideas or information of knowledge. The online delivery tools have their own features, pros and cons respectively. We have to take this an opportunity to learn the online tools since it is very beneficial, especially to the business, students, and educators.
Google Meet is one of the applications that built as the video communication service by Google. Google Meet is a combination and replacement of two apps which are Google Hangouts and Google Chat. Google Meet was unveiled in March 2017 and launched as the video conferencing app that available for more than 30 participants, and it is an enterprise-friendly version of Hangouts. Google Meet available for web app, Android app, iOS app, and also Symbian app. By using this platform, users can invite their family, friends, and also colleagues for discussion, group meetings, and others. They will be invited through the link or any code given by the Google. Google Meet is a multiple chat service that can support many participants in one meeting, and it is suitable and also handy during this pandemic situation that particularly used by educators, students, and also workers. There is 6 features of Google Meet, which are an accompanying chat or chat room. Second is the meeting available in web browser, Android apps, and iOS app. Third, call inscription between users. Fourth is screen sharing for presentation. Fifth is the able to deny or remove any users during the calling or meeting session. And sixth, audio filter for noise cancelling.
Microsoft Teams, one of the online tools that provide chat-based collaboration that provides global and diffuse teams with ability to work together and also share information via common place. Nowadays, there are 500,000 organizations using Microsoft Teams, and it shows that many people use it, and also this tool was simple, flexible, and effective. Users can also utilize amazing features like document collaboration, team chat, one-on-one chat, and more. Others products provided by Microsoft built for teams are designed to meet the need from all people. Other than that, this tool is one of divided on the internet, and we don't need to be on site to be studying or working.
Despite the sophistication between these two applications, there are some comparison between Google Meet and Microsoft Teams that can be seen. 1. Easy for use. When working with a wide group, Microsoft Teams has an intuitive interface that makes things easy for their user. User can set up a channel and make a schedule for the next video call and organize a thread of conversation. Next is Google Meet. Google Meet have super intuitive interface, light and simple to use. All you have to do is navigate the installation once the user log into their account, and for smartphone user, they can download an appropriate software for the best user experience. Second is functionality. Microsoft Teams make things easier for user to hop on from a call to a text message thread within a company or team. User can easily record a video call that they have been made, and the other team's member can revisit them later on. On the other situation, Google Meet made things easy for their user to set up a meeting and join a call. Users have an option to see how they look before entering a meeting, and they can also mute their microphone and turn their camera on or off. 3 is Setup. The choice of Meet Now is a small button found in Microsoft Teams under the chat window that is meant to be used in situations where a short video call is more meaningful rather than a long conversation. Other than that, Google Meet have a very quick way to initiate a video call by using a meeting URL and phone dial-in number. Users just need to click the link that have sent to them to start and join the meeting right from the interface. A meeting URL can be shared easily with participants are created by setting up a meeting.
Hi, so now I will continue the next criteria of comparison between Microsoft Teams and Google Meet. For the next criteria is integration. Microsoft Teams provide a variety of ways for customers to broaden their team experience, including collaboration with Cisco meetings and hardwares, and multiple add-on solutions in the Microsoft app. While Google follow a similar approach to Microsoft, first providing integration of its own software. Next is security. For Microsoft Teams, according to Oct 2020, the challenge for enterprise is that this encryption and the corresponding keys is fully controlled by Microsoft, not by the enterprise. Specific on end-to-end encryption support remains uncertain. While Google Meet, the connection to a video meeting can only be made open to individuals within a corporation. This is how all of the Google Workplace technologies, previously G Suite, operate. Then, the caption. For Microsoft Teams, users can enable live caption just like in Google Meet. It detects what's said in a meeting and presents real-time caption for anyone who activates the function during a meeting. While for Google Meet, use a speech-to-text technology which makes it possible to automatically show the written caption live in the meeting. This is ideal for anyone just looking to follow along or for deaf people.
Point number 7, feature. Microsoft Teams is one of element of the Microsoft 395 family of productivity products. With Microsoft Teams, you will unlock everything from instant messaging, business phone within the same place. Teams integrated with all of the Microsoft apps, including Office and Skype. Well, the answer focuses on mainly of threaded conversations that you are simply can choose later. It easily to line up audio and video calling sessions too. Probably one of the most compelling collaboration tool on the market. Team cover everything from screen sharing to call recording on the same apps. For Google Meet video conferencing solution focus heavily on face-to-face interactions. Like Microsoft Teams, the Meet service integrates with the reminder of the Google Productivity Stack G Suite. This suggests that you simply can easily share file and founded meeting using your existing tool. The service support various user daily, including enterprise and academic clients. With Google Meet, you will support up to 250 participants in a very single call.
Users on Google Meet may also dial into a conversation if they don't have a web connection available to click on a link. Point number 8, experience. Microsoft Teams focuses totally on quick and straightforward chats, although it's a variety of other features to form conversations through audio and video easier too. Team calling solution, business phones, remain lacking some feature at this time. Google Meet is the main focus for Meet is heavily on a video conversations, but the corporates make it easy to launch and gathering in seconds. You will be able to use Google Calendar, link, special link sent through email, and even dial in phone number. Google even features a range of dedicated Meet hardware available just like the Chrome-based and Chromebox, with excellent security and intuitive, easy for use from both companies. It's easy for anyone to adopt either technology. The last point is price. The Microsoft Teams is integrated with Microsoft 695. There is also a free premium versions available which give you unlimited chat and video call and 10 GB group file storage. They will pay versions start at RM5 per user per month. For Google Meet, include 1 TB storage and enterprise level security and compliance. Price start at 8 per user per month. There will also a free premium version available which allow you to hold unlimited 60 minutes meeting for 100 participants.
What is Microsoft Teams is all about? Microsoft Teams has all your chats, meeting files, which all in one place. Next, I will show you how to use Microsoft Teams. To use this Microsoft Teams, all you need is that your organization use this Microsoft Teams. If your university or workplace has not signed up yet, you as the new user can sign up for free. However, the chances you are trying to access the Microsoft Teams in which you can complete signing in. In order to make way easier to sign in, you can simply direct us to their website, teams.microsoft.com, and there will lead you to sign in page with your school and workplace account. Then you will likely to see a screen that leads you to get the Microsoft Teams desktop application. The Microsoft Teams desktop application is more features and also has the latest and better functionality. Personally, I recommend getting the application. However, you can use Microsoft Teams online through their website application. For this process, I will show you how to use Microsoft Teams using desktop application. However, if you decide to use the web application, you will have mostly the main functionality. If you want to update to the desktop experience in your free time, over in the bottom left hand corner, there is a download desktop application icon. You can simply click on that icon and download the application. Now, I want to show you how my experience when using this Microsoft Teams. Over on the left hand side, this is called the navigation bar, and in a moment, I will show you each one of these to their functionality. Now, this one here is called Teams, and the application itself called Microsoft Teams. Why should we start with this one? And I'm pretty sure this is probably the important one, and I am sure most of you might be wondering what is Team? Well, the easier to describe is that team is a group of people content and also some kind of tools that will be based on a project or group. In a moment, we will go through an example and see what is the team is all about. First, we need to add a new team. To add a new team, at the very bottom of this pane here, you will see an icon that instructs you to join or create a team. Now, let me click on that. To join or create a team, you could create your very own team, and you can join via invitation by a code that exists. Next, we can create a team from scratch or from an existing team. Down below, you will see a bundle of templates that you can start a new team from. This means that you can understand what has been all about the team is. You can have a team to manage your project, or maybe you want to onboard new employee for your organization and also to manage an upcoming event. For example, to onboard employees to the Kevin Cookie Company, I am going to use this template to create my new team. The usage of this template will automatically create channels for you. Next, we will see the differences of these channels. The templates also add some application to this team. Overall, looks good, so let's start. The next screen, you can set your team in private or public. For only those people who secretly invite can participate in private team. If you set it to public, anyone from your organization can join your team. Now, I am all about transparency, so let's go with public. Next, you need to type in some details and description about your new team and click create after. Now, you have finished adding your team. Over on the left hand side, you can see your team in this list. If you click on the ellipsis, you can add other members to your team and get a link to the team that can share to others. Once the projects are over, you no longer need the team, you can delete it. Within this new team, you have a set of 4 different channels. So, what is channel is all about? Channels allows you to organize by specific topics and projects. Next, the employee chat channel can let the employees come together and having chat. You can keep separate from your training channel and you can upload your materials. It is simply a way to organize the content and conversation. Now, we have all know the basics of teams and channels. Why should now we explore the employee chat channel to see if there are any conversations? In this employee chat channel, here at the very bottom, you can kick off a new conversation. Surprisingly, you will see the post section below that has posted something. You can click on reply and lead to the creation threaded conversation. Let me show you how to reply and respond to the post. Now, I have typed my response, and to get the attention of the owner of the post or anyone else, you can add the @ symbol and then you can select a person. The person that you have tagged in will receive notification from the employee chat. Besides mentioning an individual, you can mention the entire channel. You could simply say employee chat and anyone who is part of the channel will get the notification. Here at the screen, you can see the icon. You will see the red @ symbol. This indicates that the person was mentioned the conversation. As having conversation, you can format your text to make looks more proper. Click the reply and down below you will see the format text icon, and you can use all of the different standard formatting tools. You can also drag and drop files over, and then you can include a file as a part of this conversation. To access the file, you can click on the conversation or you can click on the files up above where you can see all different files from different conversation. The file view also creates a new document directly and upload an existing document. Every single channel has has its own File tab and Pause tab. Using channels can simply reorganize different conversation and files. To stay on top of the themes, channels that matter to you, you can reorganize themes by dragging and dropping. If there is a theme that no longer matters to you, you can click on the ellipsis and you can hide it. You also can pin your employee chat on top of the channel which became the priority first. We move to the navigation bar. On the left hand side, the top icon is for the activity. This is the place where you can get the notification about any recent activity from Teams, meeting, files or application. You can follow up the news by clicking the activity icon. You can also filter your activity by simply clicking the ellipsis and filter down to the specific types of activity. Over the left hand side, in the navigation bar, the next icon is for chat. The chat icon is ideal for communicating and sharing in smaller groups. Up here in the top, you can create a new conversation by clicking the icon. You type the name that you want to chat with, and then down below you can type the message. You also can turn this into video calls and voice calls. You also can share your screen. You could add additional person to the conversation. You also can pop out the chat if you want to jump into a team and continue chatting with the person. On the navigation bar, the next icon is for the calendar, and this place will allow you to reviewing your upcoming calendar. This calendar is synced with the Outlook. If you want to schedule a new meeting, in the top right hand corner, you can click the icon that says new meeting. You can fill up the details and you can type a subject for your meeting and could also include the participant for your meeting in the description. This looks exactly like Microsoft Outlook. Once you're done create the meeting, you can click the set button. This will automatically include a join link for Microsoft Teams that you can meet with others virtually. Before joining the meeting, you can configure your video and audio option. For example, you can turn on or turn off your webcam. You also can change different background filters. For example, you could blur your background or you could throw another background filter. You can also go through and configure all of your audio settings. Once you are ready to join, you can just simply click on join now. Now you are in meeting. You can have a few options. Across the top bar, you can see the participant to see everyone that has already in the session. You could chat with different participants and you can raise your hand if you want to ask questions. One of the interesting features in Ellipsis, you can record this meeting. Over on the right hand side, you can share the content with the participant. You could share your whole desktop, specific window and access to the whiteboard. And once you have done your meeting, you can simply click on the red button and you can leave the meeting. The next icon that I am going to show you is the calls icon, and this is where you can call other people in your organization. You will see history of your calls. You could go through and look at your contacts, and you can even listen to the voicemail. The last icon on the navigation bar is the files view. This place you can see all of your files within OneDrive, and you can see all of the files that you have access to within Microsoft Teams.
Now you already know how to use the Microsoft Teams. Let's move to the easy way on how to use Google Meet. Before you continue to use Google Meet, you must make sure that you already log in into your Google account. After you log in, open your Google and type meet.google.com
in your search box. Here we go. This is the interface of Google Meet. If you want to make a new meeting, click the new meeting. If you want to ready for meeting for later, you just create a meeting later. Then you will provide it with link and disseminate to your team's members. Or maybe you want to make instant meeting, you can just click start an instant meeting. Then this is yours. You also will be provided with the link so that you can disseminate to your team's members. Here, you can switch on or switch in your microphone or camera. In Google Meet, you can add people through with just enter their email. In Google Meet platform, you are provided with chat box or chat room, which you can chat with your team's members. If you want to present a document or presentation slide, just click present now, and you can present your entire screen or a window or a tab. You can choose either one. If you see the three dots button at the bottom, you can see the navigation tools, which is whiteboard. You can change your layout. You can change your backgrounds, turn on caption, and others as you can see. If you want to end the meeting, you can just click the end button. To make more convenient, user can set up the date of next meeting in the Google Calendar. If you get the link from your members, you can just paste it in the box.
First, productivity, gains, and enriched communication. Microsoft 365 can indeed leave users disoriented by the scope of collaboration tools provided. By making all the collaborations, discussion, chat, online meetings, share files, and projects accessible in a single application and a single interface, Teams enable users to improve productivity. In addition to the popular Microsoft apps, you have a wide variety of third-party applications that integrate with Teams. The user never have to leave the Teams apps to get their work completed. Since Teams are built without any legacy by Microsoft from scratch, it allows more modern form of communication out of the box with support for likes, GIFs, emoticons, and live connection preview that enrich your communication. The Microsoft Teams chat feature also enable user to have threaded discussion, enable user to store brainstorming session, conference call, and other meetings in a single and easy to find location. Second, increase transparency. For making companies, a huge obstacle is keeping everyone in the loop and making everyone feel they know exactly what is going on. This becomes so much easier with Teams that can remove your hassle. You no longer have to worry about who to put CC in an email or who to invite to a conference. Teams have a great platform to you post message on the right channel. Mention anyone who is important to the discussion or meeting, whilst other members can see and choose to respond to the message if needed. By enabling everyone to the channel for pop-in, the results are more transparent communication. Third, clearer project focus. Microsoft Teams make you concentrate on specific project more effectively. In turn can help you to manage time and prioritize your tasks better. Instead of wasting time scrolling through an inbox containing messages about everything from everyone, teams split data into channels and put the data into context. The channel containing conversations, meetings, and documents related to the particular channel topic. You are therefore less likely to be distracted by irrelevant conversation or by cleaning up a cultural inbox. You can focus on your precious attention on the channel where you actually do your work and spend your limited time. Fourth, smooth digital workspace transition. The transition to a digital workplace in the cloud has so many business benefits. Teams are a completely cloud-based solution. The transition to the cloud more smooth. Teams are also being able to access all relevant information anywhere in the world and any sort of device. In addition, the large data processing and artificial intelligence tasks can be carried out with ease, enabling the entire workforce to work smart, increasing the level of productivity across the entire business. Users can get benefit if they work in multilingual organization which can use automatic translation of conversation. Users also can easily tune in into the part of the meeting that they can search for specific words that have been said in the video recording of the meeting if they miss the meeting. First, structure of files confuse users. Many users would like to know where a file is located and go to find it via a folder structure. It can be very confusing how files are stored in Teams. In the channel root folder, whatever is uploaded into conversation will be dumped. The file types in the conversation split if someone attempts to arrange the file and transfer them into appropriate named folders. If you transfer document to a new folder in Teams, the connection to all conversational document is broken. This makes it more difficult for users to find back the files. Second, complicated Outlook transition. In order to ensure that the transition of Microsoft Teams is seamless as possible, it is best for all team members to commit to the platform properly and abandon the use of Outlook entirely, except for external communications. However, considering the Office 365 is still reliant on Outlook for several other functions, this becomes a challenge. For example, if you are editing a Word document and sending a sharing link to a member of the team, there is no choice to send it via the Teams chat. The link will be sent via email. Teams actually do not support group calendars, so you have to turn to Outlook to see your Teams or group calendar. Third, difficulty with permission settings. One of the Teams' main benefits is that it makes so easy to collaborate. All the channel and all the file in the project, the same OneNote notebook and so on, are automatically accessible to anyone who is a member of the team. In principle, that's perfect, but working together successfully and convenient is really binary. In an ideal scenario, you would like to implement permission setting to those files that are unable to use Microsoft Teams at the same time of writing. Say you want to bring a consultant into work on one of your projects for your clients. If you have a team with a channel for each engagement for customers' project, The consultant can see all other projects unless you make all channels private. 4. Potential manual duplication from limited flexibility. You are not going to have the structure prepared from the start with Microsoft Teams. You are also not sure which channels are needed and what kind of teams need to be created. This is evolving over time with the work you do. The teams building blocks are not very flexible at the moment. They don't allow for channel or teams to be duplicated. This sometimes leads to a waste of time doing manual replications. For example, say that for marketing activities you have a squad, you begin to arrange an event and create a channel for it. When the event expands, you know you need to build new teams of extra team members for the event. You will currently have to build a new team from scratch and copy or transfer relevant information manually.
Next, I will talk about advantages of Google Meet. Firstly is meetings are secure. So far, many users are using this Google Meet application to hold online classes or online meetings without any problems in disseminating data or personal information during the meeting. In fact, many more users are happy to use this Google Meet. Secondly is easy to record. If a person miss something during the meeting, they can also record their discussion so that it is easy to look back at what they discussed. This makes it easier for users by simply pressing the record button. Their discussion will be recorded. For the thirdly, Google Meet can share screen and use multiple devices. For this Google Meet application, users can share their screen to post to other users. This happens when holding online classes where lecturers can share their slide note with students during the class. Not only that, students can also share their screen during class presentation. And for the last advantages is a Google Meet can join by many participants. Participants can join Google Meet as many as 100 to 250 people. This is very convenient because the Google Meet application can load many participants for one meeting. So for next is disadvantages of Google Meet. For the first, the advantage is a need to have a Gmail account. The downfall of the application is that you need to have a Gmail account for access to video conferencing. There are people who have a different ID. Therefore, it can be annoying to new users who just want to use it because some users do not know how to register for Gmail. Secondly, Google Meet is really difficult to send documents. Through this Google Meet application, it is very difficult to send documents because it does not have a platform for storing documents. If the user wants to submit any document, the user must use another platform. For the thirdly is lack of features. Unlike the Microsoft Teams application, this Google Meet application does not have features that can guide users. If you look at the Google Meet platform, it is very simple compared to Microsoft Teams, which has many features and functions of its own. Therefore, it can be seen that Google Meet is less in terms of the feature compared to Microsoft Teams. So for the last, the advantage of Google Meet is easy drops out from Meets. For users who use this Google Meet application, they will know that it is very easy to get out of this Google Meet. This is because for various reasons that most likely is the internet network.